Good morning, Alta Realty Group agents. This is Kevin Lauren, the Director of Training and Marketing here. And today on the Wednesday webinar, we're going to go through content and ways to create content. We are also joined this morning by Travis Breton. We'll bring Travis on the line real quick here. Good morning, Travis. How are you?
Good morning, Kevin. How's it going?
Real good. And also, we are really glad to have Debbie Saccone with us this morning. Debbie, can you hear us?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Absolutely. So,
okay, good.
yeah. So Debbie is with Clearview Mortgage. She's taking the place of Bill Seitz this morning. So good morning, Debbie.
Good morning.
Heck yeah. So what do you got for us this morning, Debbie?
Okay. So, I don't know if you said this, but I'm with Clearview Mortgage, and I've been working with Bill for quite a long time. And what I'm going to talk about this morning is trying to make things, we're always thinking of ways since post 07, we've been trying to think of ways to make buyers' lives really easy, right? Because there's so much documentation and sometimes we feel like we're just raking them over the coals. And it's not us.
That's for sure. Oh, the banks are nuts.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting. So, and the lenders that we work with are also trying to always, outdo each other and think of better programs. Well, we do have a program that is absolutely awesome. It really, what I have found, it helps like older people, like elderly people or people that don't have technology capabilities in their home, like scanning and faxing, and they have to go to UPS and
right.
documents and stuff. We still need a little bit of documentation, but we have a program that's called the Doc Less program. And so basically, as long as we can, we as loan officers can determine in some fashion, how much money somebody makes. For example, retired people, they know, let me tell you, they know exactly what they make. And it's on their bank statement as a direct deposit.
Right, and a lot of times it's fixed,
Yes, and it is fixed also. It's a fixed income. So they know what they make, and all we have to do is, typically what they get deposited in their account is the net amount. So for example, Social Security, they get a net amount of $1,500. Then there's Medicare, maybe some taxes taken out. So their gross might be around $1,800, $1,700, $1,800. So what we will ask for is the award letters for retirement income or Social Security income, because we want to use the gross amount.
Got it.
And there's other information, like I'll have somebody, okay, pull your tax return and I want you to look at it, and I'll tell them exactly what line items, like look at line number 25 on page 2 or whatever. I will ask them what amount shows there, because that will give me an idea what they make. So based on what they have told me on their tax return, or what they receive with retirement income, or what a self-employed person nets from their gross income, adding back depreciation, if we can determine what their income is, we can go on a dockless program. So I will not need those tax returns. I will not need W-2s. I will not need pay stubs if somebody's on a salary or an hourly rate that they work 40 hours a week, every single week. If somebody had multiple properties and maybe an S Corp or a couple of S Corps and an LLC, and then we're going to need tax returns, unfortunately. But I'm talking about just your average person that doesn't own a multiple amount of properties.
Right.
They're either on a fixed income, like a salary, or a set hourly rate, working 40 hours a week, or self-employed and they can figure out what their net is, and or a retired person who knows exactly how much they make, we're not going to trouble them for all their documentation. There's also a way where I honestly am not even going to need their bank statements.
Wow.
As long as they know how much money's in their account. And also, I personally like to determine, where'd you get the money, or where is the money for the down payment. And okay, so there's $150,000 in your account. How long has it been in there? 2 months? Okay, great. We're good. Check. So, but if someone says, well, I just deposited it from a sale of a property, or somebody just paid me back, or whatever, then we have to do a little other things that are going to assist them asset-wise. But there is the capability of the lender basically just verifying their assets. And once we get their tax transcripts from the IRS, we can verify and confirm the income that they actually told us. So that's why I like to ask them, you know, it might be a lot of trouble for them to fax or scan their whole tax return to me. And some people don't even know like what to fax or scan.
Right.
But if they can read a line item on the tax return that will help me know like how much they make, then we can help them by going with a dockless program, which requires very, very little documentation.
Great. Well, I'm really excited about that. I know some of our agents are working with, you know, elderly couples and things of that nature. So that will be really, really nice. I know, you know, a lot of times it's just almost impossible to get you know, some of these older people to scan documents and even fax, and so that's great.
Oh yeah, no, we run across that a lot, and our mentality is we really truly want to make it as easy as possible for people. We don't want to trouble them for a lot of documentation, and some lenders out there, and I'll tell you, direct lenders, major banks, credit unions, they're going to ask for the whole enchilada. They're going to ask for every piece of documentation, no matter what the automated approval states straight from Fannie Mae. Because that's another thing too. We run the automated approval straight from Fannie Mae. And whatever that approval tells us that it's going to need, like maybe just one pay stub. And sometimes I do like to get just one pay stub. I want to get an idea, like what's your year to date? What's, you know, but I've worked for banks. In fact, one that Bill and I started out with where we met, that lender asked for every single thing, no matter what the automated approval said. They did not have a dockless program. They didn't even know what the word meant. And they asked for every single piece of documentation that a person could possibly, have in their possession on every single loan, no matter what the circumstances. So for this lender, one of the lenders that we use to have this program, it's truly, because I've been in the business for a very long time, almost 30 years. It's truly like refreshing.
Oh yeah, for sure. Well, Debbie, thank you so much for sharing that with us. We really appreciate that. And so everybody, make sure that you contact either Debbie or Derek or Bill. And if you have any questions about that. So thank you, Debbie. Really appreciate that.
You're very welcome. You guys have a wonderful day.
Okay. Thank you. And we'll talk to you soon.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye. Okay. And Travis, good morning. We are now ready to embark on the rest of our presentation here. Real quick though, let's just take a look at the 10-year treasury. That thing is hanging out down here still. Great news for refis and all that kind of stuff. So always like to take a look at that every Wednesday. And today it was really cool. Inman News came out with they've always got great articles, but they came out with an article that is very, very apropos to our discussion today. And so their thing is the 5 things every agent must do to reach the next level. You know, that sounds like holy grail stuff. But anyway, I thought it was pretty interesting. Learn to proactively generate leads. That's obvious. Use social media to build and expand your footprint. That's something we talk about all the time, right, Travis?
Yep.
And then this was the one that really caught my eye. Defeat your fears about content creation. So such a great deal, and it's a good little read too. But you know, I think a lot of agents struggle with content creation, and I think a lot of agents actually do have that huge fear of content creation. What do I put out there? You know, what do I communicate? Right, Travis?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, we see it all the time. So really good read if you haven't read that yet. And I may even just do a little excerpt and send that to everybody. And then the going on with their little list was understand your personality and use it to your benefit. And then their 5th thing is optimize your schedule by identifying what's truly important. Really good stuff. But really the content thing was what caught my eye today. So, you know, we as realtors, we're constantly, you know, looking for things to share on social media, email marketing, our website and our blogs, our newsletters, mailers, flyers. Those are all the kind of the content things that we as realtors are always trying to create or need to be creating. So, you know, it's something that I think all agents struggle with. And so it's really, really important for us to go over this. So first of all, I want to take a look at, you know, we've got one of our agents in the Bay Area, Marissa Ambrose, is doing a great job with content creation. So let's just take a look at her Facebook page and her Instagram, and let's just see what she's doing. So, I mean, this is great. She's got stuff like, you know, her 5 tips when buying your first home. So she's actually making videos. And I'll show you a couple different programs to use to make these awesome videos. But she's doing a really good job. And notice, you know, here's one about International or National Donut Day. So it's not always about real estate. You know, she's really done a good job of, you know, putting out fun content. She's hashtagging, you know, Krispy Kreme and Dunkin' Donuts and all these little, you know, places. You know, so she's really, really doing a good job of getting her information out and relating it to other things with those hashtags. You know, here's a funny little, you know, little video that she shared. Same thing, you know, has nothing to do with real estate really, but it's just a fun kind of a deal. And then, of course, she peppers in, hey, here's a great listing. Here's some images of a great home that she discovered, right? So, and then stuff about her. Here she is with her daughter, you know, and really making, you know, people that follow her understand that she's a person. She's got personality. So, Travis, what do you have to say about that? I mean, I know that you and I talk about that all the time.
Yeah, you definitely want to, I guess, you know, what is it, the 80-20 rule?
Mm-hmm.
You know, just don't make it all about the business all the time.
No.
Definitely show them, you know, a little bit of personality, get them to like you, and vice versa, actually, too.
Yeah.
So you want to create that connection.
For sure. So, you know, things, you know, and this is, you know, content creation. Well, shoot, this is just images, you know, that's easy. So step 1, have a smartphone with a camera on it. And you're going to be able to create all kinds of content just with a doggone smartphone, you know. Another way that I create content, let's just go and check out a couple of other things that she's done. She's got, great things, great little infographics that she's posting. Awesome. More images of some homes, you know, so it's just a little bit of this, a little bit of that, you know, so you're getting a good kind of overview of her personality, and you know, she's a mom, and you know, it's really, really cool. So let's also take a look at her Instagram feed. Same kind of thing, you know, she does a good job of posting to pretty much the same thing to both of her major social media outlets, which in her case are Facebook and Instagram. So same thing, really, really good stuff. You can get an idea of what this gal's about. And she really looks like someone that you would want to work with, right? We already got, if we don't know her, I do, but if you guys don't know her, you can get an idea of what this gal's all about. And so she's making herself personable. She's making herself presentable. So really good job on Marissa. So ways that we can create this content, and again, the content is, it can be video, it can be, a meme, which is just taking an image and putting text over it. It could be anything like that. It could also be our property websites. So this is certainly content. Our property websites are great content. So we all, that's one great advantage that we have with our agent marketing system is it does create a lot of content for us. So another thing that I like to use is Adobe Spark. And Adobe Spark, if you download it on your phone, is free, or they at least have a free version. And you can create all kinds of things. So for instance, when we get a new agent, I like to post stuff like, hey, we got a new agent, they're with us. And so I use Spark to do my agent postings. And this is as easy as it works. Click on here, replace the image, replace this, replace that. So you can have some templates that you use for flyers or even just Instagram posts where you want to say, keep something consistent and have your branding and kind of have a same kind of look and feel. So Travis, what do you think about that and posting and creating content that somehow has a consistent look and feel?
It is part of branding. You turned me on to Adobe Spark, and I've been using it quite often. I've definitely found some templates in there that I like to use for the cleaner posts, as far as like, under contract and just sold and, stuff like that. So I'm kind of using the same ones now. And I just think it's definitely a more consistent look through your, let's say it's on Instagram. If someone were to click on your Instagram, it makes your page look clean. You have the other stuff in there and plus some branded templates, branded, I guess, in quotes, because they are, Adobe's templates, but
yeah. Nobody needs to know that.
Yeah, exactly. So, but they do look really clean. They have a lot of different variations in there, and they have similar ones for perfectly sized for Instagram and for Facebook if you want to, put kind of the same one on both of your social medias.
Yeah, that's really, really cool because, in there, you can basically manage your brand, So when you start one of your projects, they've got all these different cool, beginnings. Basically, these are all templates. And so you can find something that looks pretty nice. And of course, you just select it. And all it really is, you're, I'm going to skip this, but all it is really is, you're selecting something that you like that font perhaps, and you like that layout because you're going to be selecting your own image or your own video to drop in, and then you're just going to be changing that font or whatever it was. So they just make it really, really easy. And Travis, are you using their free version on your phone, or how are you using it?
No, I did the paid version because I wanted a logo on there.
Yeah. So it's like $9 a month or something like that.
Yeah, it's really not very expensive at all, and
it's a great tool.
Added features too. So.
Yeah, so this is Adobe Spark. There's also Adobe Spark Video, and so both of those great to use. We use them all the time.
I don't know if you've checked out the little I guess they'd be landing websites that they have.
Yeah, I did. I like the little landing websites, and those can be great, obviously, just for use as landing pages, for certain marketing that we'll do.
Yeah, I've been testing those out a little bit. They're really clean and really, really easy to put together.
Heck yeah. And then another one that just came across my desk that is similar in price is Swish. And Swish is pretty cool. It's for video. But Swish has tons of different video templates, same kind of thing. In fact, this is not even it. That's not it. Just do a Google search for Swish. Whoops.
Another one I use, I think it's just an app, is Ripple, RIPL.
Yes, Ripple, awesome. Very,
Yeah,
very cool.
that's a good one too. And they have a free and a premium. The premium's pretty cheap.
Yeah, so Swish, I've just started kind of messing around with it. Same kind of thing. They have really good video templates, and they also have little bits of access to some stock video, so you can drop in a picture of somebody's legs walking down the street, or just some weird little like stock images that you can drop in and splice into your video to make it look really, really special. So take a look at that one. And what was the last one that you mentioned, Travis?
RIPL, Ripple. It's RIPL, and I think it's just a phone app.
Okay.
Another one that's similar to Swish though is Promo, and they have a lot of short content videos that you could use for marketing. Same thing, they're video clips, they're high quality, and you can make yourself, a little commercial or whatever you want to do.
Nice. And so I'll have a list of all this stuff on the replay when I send it out, guys. But these are all just really, really simple and honestly fun ways to create content. They make it easy. It's just drag and drop stuff. It's not like you have to, come up with, reinvent anything. So that's why I like using these. And some of them, they all have their perks. They all have their pluses and minuses, but they're all pretty similar, wouldn't you say?
Definitely. And yeah, they're all similar. They just have their own templates, really. They're pretty similar. I mean, everybody has their favorite, I guess. I think right now the Adobe one is the one that I've been using.
Me too. I really like it.
Before.
And then we are literally, I hope by next week we will be able to launch Open Reel. Open Reel is something that we're working with, and I'll just give you guys just a sneak peek. Really cool stuff that allows you to actually direct and collaborate. And so honestly, our agents could be using this to get their clients on the phone and say, hey, or on a video screen share and say, hey, could I interview you, or could I get a video testimonial from you? So really cool stuff with Open Reel. So we're going to start working with this, and I hope to have a really cool webinar just with Open Reel in the next couple of weeks. So really excited about that. And the videos that come they're just amazing. So I'll just start this for just quick. So they've got the ability to have all these little overlays, and it just makes it a really, really cool deal. And for all different kinds of agent videos, testimonial videos, even agent videos, or community videos, all kinds of stuff can be used or can be created with Open Reel. So Travis, have you taken a look at Open Reel at all yet?
No, I have not actually.
Yeah, so this is exciting stuff. Looking forward to launching that in the very near future. And then also, so sometimes, agents are just, what, that's all great stuff, but I don't have time, and I work 3 jobs right now, and I can't do it. So another way to do, great content creation is go to Fiverr, spend $5, and say that you want an agent, video. There's all these different guys or all these different people all around the world that will create videos for you or create whatever the heck you want for you. So there's no excuse. These guys, you can send them an image of a home, or send them an image of yourself, or send them video clips, or send them raw stuff, and they'll put it into the software, and they'll turn it around and give it back to you, in some cases for $5. So I honestly haven't been using Fiverr very much, but in the past, in different marketing assignments, I have used Fiverr extensively, and it really works. Travis, what would be your comment on Fiverr?
Yeah, I've used it in the past too. I mean, you can get pretty much anything made that you want on Fiverr for. You pretty much plan on spending $20 or $25.
Yeah.
But they do have a $5 option, and that's why they call it $5. But
Exactly.
you're probably going to want the 20 or 25, and sometimes they'll give you like multiple versions of the same thing. And so,
Yeah.
I mean, basically, you can give like that guy in the suit right there. You'll give him a script, and this guy will read right off the script. And it could be your value proposition or whatever you want. If you don't want to get in front of the camera, this guy will do it for you basically for $5. So
Yeah.
you
Then
just give him the content and he'll say it.
yep. And then you have a spokesman kind of a thing,
Yeah, pretty
which
much. Yeah.
in some cases is really cool. They've also got, we've all seen the little, videos where the hand is, writing down whatever the heck you want to say. So all that stuff's available here. It's all fun, easy stuff.
Yeah.
And then, of course, you can see up here, graphic design. I mean, look at all the things that these people will help you create, right? Flyers, posters, whatever, digital marketing, SEO. I mean, they'll make websites for you, really anything you need. Video and animation. I mean, the sky's the limit. And like Travis said, they start at $5, but they all offer an upgraded kind of a thing. And for 20, $25, even $50, you can get some really amazing stuff done for you right there. So I want you guys to experiment with that. And then, of course, if you have specific questions, I really encourage you guys to go to Calendly and book an appointment with me. It's just calendly.com/Alta Realty Group. So it's a super simple way to just book a 60-minute training with me. We'll do a screen share. We'll go through any of this content creation stuff that you need and make sure that you guys have the proper content for your social media, for your newsletters, mailers, flyers, all that stuff. Travis, thank you so much for being on the line with us. We appreciate it.
Not a problem. If I could just throw one quick thing in.
Sure, of course.
We just went over a whole bunch of things for generating the content. I know some people they say, well, I don't have any listings, I don't have any sales, I don't have anything going on really, or maybe I only have one. You can really leverage a lot of different things. I mean, if you're out previewing homes, snap a few photos. Hey, out previewing homes, hey, checking out this new development over here. Or, I mean, if you have a listing or a sale that you're going through, I mean, there's multiple times during that sale where you could just be throwing it out there. And it's going to make you look busy over that 30-day period because you've got, just listed, under contract, doing inspections today, handing over keys, just sold. There's multiple times during that transaction that you could be posting that, and people don't always recognize it's once a week basically, but it does make it look like you're out there hustling and doing your thing. So you'll get a lot of good feedback. I like to take pictures when I'm out showing homes of cool things I see inside of homes, obviously non-personal stuff, but like a cool bathroom or good landscaping, something like that. And then sometimes I'll do like a collage of ones that I've saved up over the time and say, oh, look at all these great landscaping ideas that, what's your thought? And I just kind of ask the community that. So,
Oh, yeah.
think about that as you're going along day to day, of just snapping photos here and there and turning it into something basically.
For sure. And I think Marissa's done a great job of that.
Yeah.
And she does exactly those things. And then, I'll touch on, if you don't have listings, guess what? When you're out previewing homes, same thing. You just take a picture and you tell that listing agent, hey, I'm going to post this on social media. Do you mind? Hell no, they don't mind. Of course they want you to post, promoting their listing on your social media channels. So, there's always something to post. There's always some kind of content to create. And so that's a really good point, Travis.
Yep.
All right. Well, again, Travis, thank you for joining us. And
Yep.
Agents, thank you guys so much for joining us. Really means a lot to us that you guys are taking the time and furthering your career and, taking the time to learn more about real estate marketing. So we look forward to seeing you guys on the webinar next week. And again, don't hesitate to call out and contact any one of us if you need assistance. Thanks a lot. See you next week.
Thanks a lot.
Bye, Travis.